Hello, thank you for watching Zelda Rides Again. Today we're out on new territory. So enjoy. It was just a quiet ride, but there's a little bit of interesting news. This week is all about Neil's new bike. He was jealous of all that battery power that my Cyrusher Kommoda 2.0 had. And he decided that it was time for a new bike for him. He's had his for 25 years. He did upgrade it to electric a few years ago, and that is now a spare bike that we will have between us. But he wanted something new and with lots of battery power for him and something a bit more comfortable because his bike was 25 years old. So he went out and looked online, did all of his research as he does, as he did for me, for my Cyrusher Kommoda 2.0. He did a lot of research and found different bikes that might be suitable for him. And then he looked for secondhand bikes to see what was available.
So nice over the bumps compared to the other bike.
Yeah.
Just goes whoop doop doop doop. When we get to this bit, this gravel bit down here, I'm going to have a little play.
And not too far away, he found this Trek, and it's a Powerfly FS7. And it has not as much battery power as my Cyrusher Kommoda 2.0, but it has plenty of battery power for him.
It's almost too fast. We can't go down the other side because there's no ramp.
Because they've been digging it out.
Well, it's just a big drop there.
Yeah.
So I was expecting to be able to go over the other side. Get a lot of power in the EMTV mode.
And it came with a second battery. So it was a really good deal for him.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gets up that hill, no problem. Right.
Cool.
Carry on.
I'd forgotten about this. I didn't know what you were talking about.
We have a lot of fun here.
Yeah.
Might have to put my jumper back on in a bit.
Yeah, me too. Temperatures dropped. Oh, it's cold. I won't be cold going up the hill though.
In the next clip, we've speeded it up so that you can see all the lovely views, but it takes less time.
"17 years old, learning a trade for gold. I found out how to lie. Amongst the hammer blows in a basement cold, I listened as they tried to convince themselves that from this hell they surely would escape. All the while I tried to smile, consigned to my fate. Ian was old at 38, that much I knew. At the end of his working day, to drinking hole he flew. He would go and his words would flow, but they'd never be the truth. It was all just whiskey talk. He had nobody fooled. 17 years old and in a trade for gold, Ian was there to teach. His face it glowed with cigarettes he rolled, slight slur in his speech. Tell me of his glory days and all his friends back home. I had no reason to disbelieve him. I was naive and young. Tender and green at 17, I met a girl who knew how to play the way the cards were laid. I didn't have a clue. What she took from me, you cannot view. Through careless lines and telltale signs, I've learned to see the truth. So if you're gonna lie to me, that's your choice. If I don't see it in your eyes, I'll hear it in your voice. You can tell me all I wanna hear, you can tell me till you cry. Go on, tell me some more about your slow suicide. Go on, tell me some more about your slow suicide.
What a view.
You know, another good thing about this bike is when I was looking at all the other things, I was getting a bit carried away with some of them.
Yeah.
And not realising that they weren't legal for the road.
Yeah.
You know, like specialised ones, they've got like 700 watt motors in them. and
Yeah, they're
stuff.
not legal for the road.
No, whereas this is.
Yeah. This is as well.
I know. So,
No
'cause if
need.
you're riding around on that 700 watt thing on the road,
Yeah.
you got to take it somewhere in your car to ride it.
Yeah.
Not the point.
No, it's not the point. The point is to get from point A to point B.
This has got tons of power anyway.
Yeah.
When you put it in turbo, it's like, boof, it's
I
like you
know.
just sat on it.
Yeah. This does.
I know. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, ace. Really, really chuffed. I'll get in front of you.
Okay. You can pick the line. I
This
thought
is
of
where I
you.
was doing 20 odd mile an hour on the other bike the other day. Hello. How are you? Can't get over how I dropped onto this and it's just the perfect bike for me.
Yes. You did do your research, dear.
I did, but I saw this because it was second hand and it was a good price.
Yeah.
And the extra battery as well, but I wasn't sure about the rear suspension being enough. You just stay in the saddle when you go over the bumpy stuff, it's lovely.
Yeah.
What percent are you down to now?
41.
45.
Wow. Guess it helps having a bigger battery.
I've used 40% today. Well, I suppose you've got 200 watt more than me, or hour, but I probably used less than you in the end, you know,
Yeah.
so
What power rating are you on right now?
eco right now.
I'm on 4. But I am in top gear.
It shifts better now, doesn't it, your bike?
It does, thank you.
So I've set the gears out and it's got a bit of oil on the chain.
Yeah.
Mine needs a bit of oil on the chain. I think that's probably what some of it is for me. Yeah, I just noticed I don't hear it going
No, it doesn't.
like it used to.
Yeah.
And the derailleur looks lovely and straight and perfect. It's set up. I must say it's nice to have only one chainring to think about at the front
Yeah.
instead of 3.
Bugs.
I swear the motor's bedded in a bit and it's a bit quieter than it was.
Yeah. They'll just get both. Everything will get better for both of these
Yeah.
bikes. I'm loving it.
Oh, I love it, Heather. I loved it before, but this is really nice now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention that bicycle setup is actually very important. It's not something I knew anything about. It's something that bicycle shops do very well. Unfortunately, when you buy a bike online, you will need to find somebody who will set up your bike if you don't know how. I'm very lucky that Neil knows exactly what he's doing and he's very precise about what he's doing, so I don't have any issues there. But if you don't have a clue, I would suggest finding a bicycle shop that is willing to work on your bicycle to get it set up for you. Because your leg length is going to be different than someone else's leg length, your arm length, your body length, everything needs to be set up so that you're sitting in the right position so that you don't hurt yourself. And along with that, there's also things like motorcycle maintenance. When we first got our Cyrusher Kommoda 2.0, we wanted to see if it would fit in the back of my car, SUV type-y vehicle. And so we took the front wheel off and we put it in and laid it on its side and realized it's too heavy to do that. And it possibly moved a bit of the derailleur. I'm not very good with all the terms. But Neil had to straighten things out, and that's when he realized that he needed to do a bit of work on that, but it had nothing to do with the way the bike came. Just to point that out. The bike came in perfect condition. Everything was really set up very well. I just needed to adjust the seat and the handlebars and all of that. I wouldn't have had a clue what to do. You can research this stuff on YouTube videos. However, I need someone else to help me with these things. And so I'm very lucky to have Neil do that for me. But I wanted to point out that these things are important as well to your bicycle experience, especially if you're a big novice like I am. So thank you and happy riding.